The year of his birth is still unknown. And in general about little is known about the fate of the British comedian. But still we are something we know. Military clown. Benny's real name is Alfred Hawthorne Hill. He was born in 1924, and maybe in 1925. And his grandfather and father worked as clowns in circus. In 1942, Benny ended up in Normandy, there he was driver and mechanic. He did not participate in the battles, but still ended up in risk zone. He was appointed as an operator of searchlights during air defense. And already under the very end of the war the future comedian was transferred to the entertainment division, and he had already met the end of the war with a professional military clown. Shame on the nation. Margaret Thatcher called Benny Hill a disgrace in the 80s British nation and insisted that his show be subjected to the most severe censorship. Ben Elton, the so-called progressive comedian, in general stated that it was Hill with his show who was responsible for all episodes rapes that occurred in England in those years while on television were showing Benny's show. Notably, the femme community lashed out specifically on Elton, absolutely rightly stating that he was certainly not a man must decide what exactly a woman considers offensive to her. Billionaire scared. Having become rich, Hill never bought a car, considering this the purchase is too expensive, and every day I walked many miles to studios where they filmed his show. A taxi was also a luxury for him. Whole food the comedian bought in stores only for a promotion and ate very cheap products. He always repaired his clothes, rarely buying new ones and not at all. Shy of darn socks and patches. This attitude towards money raised by extremely stingy parents. At the same time, Hill was a millionaire. After his death, he had £7.5 million in his account. Shyness. We all know the image of Benny Hill, fat, vulgar and vulgar old man. But in real life, Benny was clamped and melancholy. He was embarrassed to communicate with women and only twice in his whole life was strong and passionately in love. Courted his lovers and proposed, but both times he received a categorical refusal. Melody. When Britons were asked in 2015 what kind of the melody is the most recognizable for them, the majority answered yakety sax. Yes, that same world-famous motif of the Benny Hill Show, recognizable from the first note.